they're all unique and special in their own way. I feel like I'm talking about a kindergarten class, and in a way I am.
Hey!
Stay with me, light my way.
You know, I'll start with Pete. He's been with me the longest.
Yoo-hoo. Yeah.
He's super technical on both his instrument and then in theory.
Coming from Boston, where there was so much exploration musically, Charlottesville was very different, you know. I wasn't used to all kind of open mic style, like singer-songwriters. Pale Blue Dot was one of the few bands that had guitar solos.
Drew saw me perform Dustin Light. You know, it was the first time I played it out.
Dustin Light, yeah. Dustin Light.
I'm Dustin Light, real estate agent. Hopefully not too assertively, but just was like, hey, you know, I play bass. Here, look at bass. I can show you some properties in the 350 range.
Had him over the next day and played him everything I had for the record, and he was like, yeah, I dig this. And on the record, we had Johnny Stubblefield, plays Parachute, obviously a phenomenal band, pretty well known.
Tony and I met through Dave out here, Monkey Claws. It was magic from the beginning.
Will is a hell of a songwriter. He's a hell of a singer. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He can play drums, he can play bass, he can play guitar. I mean, the guy's just phenomenal.
I immediately hit it off with him. You know, he got off the stage and, you know, me after a few drinks, of course, I'm giving him my 2 cents. I'm like, hey man, I really like this, but I think you should try this. And you know, I'm sure he thought like, wow, who's this guy? You know?
I've got great musicians around me all the time. You can have organ fun.
Oh,
With some organ
G
grind.
fun.
Who doesn't like a little organ fun?
Music just kind of emanates from him.
So in other words, improvise with it, not necessarily just try to blend in.
He didn't get a track in advance. He just kind of came in, listened to it, okay. Came in, put it in the cans, and just started doing his thing. And we might have taken maybe 6 takes at just, you know, the first part. And then the last part, we had him do, I think he did twice. And as soon as he got it, I mean, Dave was just like, do you want to do one more? And John was like, nope, that's it.
It's all about me until it isn't.
This is your moment. Might as well be about you.
I'm learning that in my old age.
So Yolanda Jones is my neighbor, and she's a tremendous singer. I'd asked to work with her on the EP, and we just never got around to it, but then I wanted her input. And yeah, we get Tucker Rogers on it, do some slide. And that felt pretty good, you know, to kind of get this sort of Charlottesville approach to it, of local cats that are not just good, they're world-class players, you know, and it's kind of humbling, I think, in a way, too. There's a little bit of spontaneity, there's a little bit of musicianship. I mean, that's really, you know, and you understand that we're having a dialogue. It's not just like, oh, what's my part? Cool, blah, 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 blah. You know, it is this thing about musicians gelling that it's why people go to shows, you know, and that's what we really wanted this record to be like, was just a group of guys just jamming, and it feels that way.